So guys, sometimes when Festus Keyamo speaks, you wonder where he studied his own law, because this man does not even speak like a lawyer. You can imagine him on Twitter announcing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the presidential election fair and square. Oh my God, this is shocking. This is shocking coming from a lawyer.
Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, over the weekend berated Peter Obi, stating that his tantrums are pointless because the United States is aware that he lost the election fair and square. In a series of tweets, Peter Obi stated that there is lack of clarity on the basis of Anthony Blinken's call to Tinubu on the 16th.
So guys, the APC is known to attack people each time you point to their faults. Each time you try to tell them that they are not doing the right thing, you know, you come under the attack. They attack you so severely because they don't like the truth. They don't like the truth. They like fooling Nigerians. They like telling lies all the time. You can imagine what is even happening now that Buhari is about leaving office. If you tell them that Buhari has not performed, they will bounce on you. You can imagine this man announcing on Twitter that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won this election, even though he knows that this case is being contested in the court. But you see him declaring on Twitter that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won this election. So guys, before I allow you watch this video in full, here are some of the headlines I want you guys to see. Buhari leaves legacy of kidnapping, inflation, debt. We all know that, you know, this case of kidnapping, the case of, you know, terrorism in Nigeria is not ending soon, despite this government, the Buhari's government promising the Nigerian people when they came in that they were going to bring it to a stop. But I tell you, everything is worsening when it comes to terrorism in Nigeria. Inflation, I don't know if you know the prices of things in the market. One keeps wondering if Buhari's government came to destroy Nigeria or to fix Nigeria. And when you talk of debt, the debt Buhari is leaving behind, I wonder how many generations that will be able to pay off that debt. The thing keeps increasing. And don't forget, Buhari is planning to borrow despite having just few days, you know, to leave office. Presidential Election Tribunal rejects live coverage of proceedings. So guys, we all expected this because the APC and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they've got a lot to hide. They don't want to wash their dirty linen in the public. But we know that, you know, whether they allow it or not, justice must be served. We are watching the tribunal. We are watching the judges. All our eyes are on them. We want to see them save Nigeria from collapse. We just hope that they do the needful. Breaking: Supreme Court to deliver judgment May 26th in PDP suits against Tinubu and Shettima. So guys, May 26th, that is just in 4 days time. It won't take long anymore. We are going to see how all this play out. You know, we want our judges to stand firm. We know that pressure is coming from north, south, east and west. You know, pressure. These people are being pressurized to alter what is supposed to be, but we are hoping that they are going to stand with the Nigerian people. So guys, back to the topic for today about Festus Keyamo attacking Peter Obi when he knows that this election did not go in their favor. You know, we all know what happened. So guys, let me allow you watch this video. Just take your time and watch this video. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.
Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, over the weekend berated Peter Obi, stating that his tantrums are pointless because the United States is aware that he lost the election fair and square. In a series of tweets, Peter Obi stated that there is lack of clarity on the basis of Anthony Blinken's call to Tinubu on the 16th of May, and that since the outcome of the presidential election is being contested in court, the U.S. is expected to await the full resolution of the ongoing judicial process before conferring legitimacy on any of the contending parties. Well, in response, Keyamo told Obi to calm down from his high horse and stop deceiving his supporters. Well, his tweet reads in part: Your Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, I am sorry, but there is clarity as to the basis of the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's call to Tinubu and their pledge for support and cooperation. It's obvious that you and your supporters have overrated your noise and tantrums after the election as having any real effect internationally. No, they have not had any such massive effect as you would wish. Unfortunately for you, the US have dealt with so many opposition figures around the world, and they know exactly how to separate facts from fiction. They know you lost, fair and square. They know that in a complex society like Nigeria, you could not have won with your message of religious war. They know you are just a splinter of the main opposition, the PDP, so it amounts to delusions of grandeur to think that you won when you actually came third. Ayo, I'm coming over to you. If you recall, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie last month had written an open letter to Joe Biden questioning, the U.S. seeming support for the February 25th presidential election, because obviously it is in court at this moment. But Festus Keyamo also made a point about the fact that does Peter Obi want, Nigeria to stand still because of his petitions that are in court. But I think it borders down to the fact that the U.S. is such a democratic nation, and, pledging their support in that kind of manner shows that the U.S. should be not seen as partisan in that way. That's what people are saying. I don't agree with that fact, but I also know that the U.S. is all about selfish interests, and they would pledge their support in any way they deem fit.
Yes. Okay, so it's only a few days to inauguration, and I believe that the United States of America, with interest in Africa, particularly Nigeria, would congratulate the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, whoever sits on the seat. They didn't elect him. According to what is on ground, Nigerians selected or elected their leader, during the elections, and so the person that was being congratulated is the office of the president-elect. We have to get that right. Whoever emerged as winner would have been called by the United States of America. I think it's important to mention that. And he also, going back to Festus Keyamo's tweet, even though one part of it where he said he lost the election fair and square, that's for the courts to determine, because it's yesterday, because it is being challenged in court, and he cannot make statements like that until at least the court is able to rule on that. But he said that he reminded Mr. Peter Obi that during his own election and other parties had gone to court, people congratulated him and he didn't reject the congratulations. Right. Until the court states otherwise. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and barring any circumstances, he will be inaugurated on the 29th of May 2023. The United States of America, as a partner, trade partner, diplomatic partner with Nigeria, will congratulate the president-elect of Nigeria. Yeah. It's simple, but I must say also that it wasn't only Mr. Peter Obi that criticized that call. Obi Atiku, the presidential candidate of the PDP, also criticized the call. But as we mentioned, the US already condemned the elections, saying that it was fraught with irregularities. However, congratulating the president-elect is normal. It's to be expected.
Yeah, and just to make the point, Claire, that the United States President Joe Biden has not put a call through at this point. So that's another point. Well, in another development, Calista Sokafo, a former deputy chairman of the Labour Party, has been trending on social media after he declared himself as the authentic acting chairman of the party. In a viral video over the weekend, Calista said that the constitution of the Labour Party still recognizes him as a substantive deputy chairman of the party, and that he has approached the Supreme Court to declare him as such. He also urged Julius Abure and Lamidi Apapa to stop parading themselves as leaders of the party and described them as fake.
I, as the authentic national chairman of Labour Party, being the man who is former deputy national chairman and now acting national chairman, the only authentic, every other one is fake. Abure is fake. Lamidu Apapa is fake. Because Lamidu cannot emerge in illegality. Lamidu emergence would have been better if there was no consent judgment, if there was no Kalisu Sokafo existing. Lamidu will emerge. But as long as Kalisu Sokafo exists, as long as the consent judgment exists, Abure is illegal. Abure is not a chairman. Lamidu is illegal. Lamidu does not exist. The only exists national chairman, acting national chairman, is Kalisu Sokafo.
Well, in the meantime, Callistus was on our nightly program Newsnight, where he accused a former Director General of the Labour Party, Donyo Kupe, of threatening his life.
Some people keep on asking, why do I emerge now?
I read a lot of reactions from Twitter. Why is it that he is emerging now? Why is it that he's arising now to claim leadership? No, I'm a very peaceful man. I'm in court, like you said. Obi is my brother, my senior brother, my leader. And he knows that his brother from Anambra State is in this party. And he knows there is a problem. Tell me, why didn't Obi at least say, if he's a Sinabure, even if they say, I'm a stupid man, I am this and that, as his brother, he would have said, let me see this man and hear from him. The only time Peter Obi reached out to me was the time he said, Doyo Kupe. Doyo Kupe came to me with one other man from Newi. Doyo Kupe told me that, listen, that they have hired so many lawyers, retired judges, they have hired so many, they put 1.something billion against me. That they can do anything. My colleague, the National Vice Chairman South, asked him, are you saying anything? He said anything. Even by killing, he said anything. We now carefully told him, say, please, okay, can you give us time to go and think about it? We'll come back. We didn't come back again. I became afraid meeting anybody, because if somebody can go as far as telling you that he can do anything, I don't even know where he is. I mean, which side is he? But using that word on the table of negotiation was wrong.
Rufai, please, over to you. I've made a lot of comments on this story.
So what is happening to Labour Party is what happens as a result of success. All these people all of a sudden love Labour Party now so much. They want to be leader because Labour Party got over 6 million votes in the election. Pure and simple. And you can see how the game is playing out. We remember we particularly interviewed Mr. Callistus, and I asked him, does he want to do a deal? He laughed that day, a couple of months ago. So what has happened all of a sudden now? They have saw that, oh, Labour has done very well. After the Lamidi Papa debacle, he too is coming up. What do they keep saying? Recognition. And I think the Labour Party should watch it. You know, because all of this problem started the very first time when Peter Obi came in, and we asked vital questions. And didn't you do your internal checks before all of this happened? He said, yeah, he did, but they will settle out all the problems. So Callistus is back again. Probably, let's give its own a timeline. How many weeks did Lamidi Papa's own last?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I think they lasted a month or two. So let's give Callistus how far he's going to be able to stretch it. But Labour Party should watch it. Absolutely. Because this is quickly degrading the prospect of Labour Party. But you will have more like that. Probably after Callistus, another actor will come on the scene, you know, to come and act these plots out. Nice. But Labour Party should watch it to settle all their internal crises as they go to court, because they do not want any of this drama as we speak. But hey, that's the way politics runs in Nigeria.
Absolutely. Dr. Abati, my main concern was the threat to his life by, you know, Doyo Okupe. I thought that was quite strange. I mean, he said he stayed away because Doyo Okupe also, you know, had threatened his life. I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, if he's alleging threat to his life, what he needs to do is to take, you know, the appropriate steps to report to the police or whatever. And he should know that that's a very serious allegation. Yeah. Should it become a serious matter? In fact, Dr. Okupe himself can sue him, yes, you know, for, you know, maligning him publicly and all of that. But, you know, that's at their level. I think it's most unfortunate that the Labour Party cannot manage success. In the last election, the Labour Party, you know, became the rallying point for many people, young and old, and succeeded in, you know, winning massively in the East, getting up to 40 seats in the National Assembly, and the party came to the notice of more Nigerians. One will expect that apart from the petition in court, that the objective will be to grow that party into a stronger force than we have seen. Instead, we've heard from 3 different chairmen of the party within a space of 1 week. Julius Abure says he's chairman. He's no longer suspended. Lamidi Apapa says he's acting chairman. Callistus Okafor also is laying claim to the same position. You know, what then is the difference in terms of foundational ideology between the Labour Party and the other political parties that many Nigerians complain about? After all, some people saw Labour Party as an alternative. But what you are seeing, the ugliness that we're confronted with, is that it's not really an alternative, because the same political culture that we've been witnessing is what we're seeing in the Labour Party.
Absolutely.
So guys, if you were asked to advise Mr. Peter Obi as regards to all this problem in the Labour Party, what would be your advice? Would you want Peter Obi to call all these aggrieved people and talk to them? Please just comment below. Let me know what you think about all this and the way forward, because we really need to proffer solution. We need to think and think smart. Honestly, we really need to think smart, because these people are planted, you know, in the Labour Party to disrupt the victory that we want to regain. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'm back to Festus Keyamo. So guys, we already know Festus Keyamo's tactics on Twitter. He's just there to make noise, to make political noise. And this man calls himself a minister. I wonder what he does as a minister. I wonder what, you know, his tasks are. He's not even living up to his job. As in, look at the high unemployment rate in Nigeria. The thing keeps jumping. I mean, the figures every day, while the Festus Keyamo remains on Twitter just to be fighting the obedience. You can see him, a son, a lawyer. He that knows the law. You can see him declaring on Twitter that Bola Ahmed Tinubu won this election fair and square, despite knowing that this thing is being contested in the court. He doesn't want to allow the judges do their work. He wants to, you know, keep pushing them so that they will dance to his tune. Honestly, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win this election. We all know it, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not win. They should allow live coverage. This thing should be broadcasted live. I mean, the court proceedings, let it be broadcasted live. Let's see how Bola Ahmed Tinubu's lawyers and, you know, that of INEC, let's see how they are going to defend what happened during the 2023 presidential election. They know they can't defend. That's why they don't want live broadcast. You know, let's see how all this play out. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.